Assalamualaikum students. My name is Hira Farman and I am your course facilitator. So welcome in this course. In this first video we will see what is OOP exactly. So if I talk about object oriented programming, actually it is commonly used programming paradigm. Let's take a close look at it. You can see here the simple source code in C language. Actually, early programs were expressed step by step as a list of instruction, while this approach called structural or procedural was good enough to write a simple application with growing complexity and size of the source code. There was need for something more convenient, and that's why where object oriented programming or simply OOP steps in. OOP actually solves a problem by creating objects that interact with each other. So with the help of object oriented programming we are creating objects and objects interact with each other. That is totally different from procedural programming. So first of all you have to understand actually what is object oriented programming and what is procedural, yeah, structural programming. Here you can see the difference between the procedural and object oriented programming. The first point is that procedural work on top down approach, but object oriented focus on object focus design. Second one is in procedural programming we can't reuse the code again and again, but in the object oriented programming we can reuse the code, same function, same method again and again with the help of particular object. But in the procedural there is limited code reuse. In procedural programming we have a complex code, but in the object oriented programming we have a complex design. In procedural, we focused on global data, but in the object-oriented programming, we focused on protected data. So this is the major difference between the procedural and the object-oriented programming. The key idea is very simple. Object-oriented programming focused on objects. Yeah, we can say focused on collection of objects because with the help of object we can easily interact with methods. Let's see what is object. An object can be anything, a dog, a game player, or some UI element such as button. It describes it's describe what a thing is and what it can do. So this is done by writing a class which is like a template or a blueprint where you define its attribute and methods. So you can see here attack method and receive method. So this is basically the concept of uh, OOP. In our class we have different types of methods. To bring the object to life you create its instance. You create its instance, set the attributes and tell it to what to do. What's great about OOP is that you can create as many instances as you want without the need to implement functions for each of them. OOP allows to write code with none or minimal code duplication. This helps keep program organized and working with them easier. So procedural programming focuses on what needs to be done, but object-oriented programming focuses on the data that must be manipulated. The focus of OOP language is not a structure but on modeling data as we discussed so far. Programmers code using blueprint means blueprint of data models called classes. Examples OOP language include C++, Visual Basics, .NET and Java. This is the common example of class and object. You can see here a car is a class and a class contain multiple objects. With the help of object you can call any instance method and a class. So every class has one or more object. So by using the class object we can access the method of the class. So conclusion is very simple. Structure of the object is defined inside the class and the function of the object is defined inside the method. And method is placed inside the class, and using the class object we can call the method. Method is always called by the object, remember. So that it for this video lecture, hope you understand.